These nuts. Got him. Got him.
So imagine this scenario. You have a younger sister, a daughter, a cousin or something, you know, just some sort of younger female family member. And, you know, you're on her phone, you're just, you know, making sure everything's good, you know, just using her phone or whatever. And you open up her Twitter, and you see in her DMs a message from this guy, 29 years old, in the DMs of a 16-year-old. And he says, "Your pics turn me on." What do you do in that situation?
What is that? Oh shit, what is that? Who you fighting?
Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you my thoughts on the whole Bashurverse situation. I was thinking about making this into a drama alert, but I wanted to actually add some opinion into it, so I figured I may as well not include it as a drama alert. Even though it was, you know, it has its funny parts or whatever, but there is still like a serious issue with this whole situation. I think a lot of people are just overlooking or unaware at the moment, and it's kind of scary. Like, it's like this dude, you know, there's a little bit of a problem here. So originally, like, this wasn't a big deal. I didn't even give a fuck about it. You know, when I first heard about the story, the original story was that this guy was 18 years old and he was, you know, talking, I guess, sexually to a 15-year-old online or whatever. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I guess that's illegal, but that's not really weird. You know, I see why, like, that was the opinion that most people have, because, you know, an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, that's a freshman and a senior in high school. And if you go to any high school in America, you know, there's plenty of circumstances where that happens. So I was just like, you know, Keemstar is just making this a big deal for drama or whatever. It's not really a big deal. Who the fuck cares? I don't get why people are freaking out. It really shouldn't be that big of a deal. You know, there was a lot of people implying that he was actually 20 and the girl was actually 13. Now, if that was the original case, that is an issue, but, you know, there hasn't really been any proof of that. I think, you know, the proof and what everyone's saying is that it's 18 and 15, and then a few people here and there are trying to say that it's 20 and 13. And I think if there was proof that it was 20 and 13, I don't think any of this would have even dragged on as far as it has, because I think everyone who is not weird understands that 20 and 13 is completely unacceptable. But here's my issue, and here's why I'm making the video about it now, and why I never made it up until that point. I don't give a fuck what happened about the whole 11 years ago thing. I'm not really too concerned with that, because it seems to be the case that it was an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, and I don't really think that's something to try to ruin someone's life over. That's really not that strange. But I'm talking about current events and the stuff that's come out more recently, which is what really I don't see how anyone doesn't have an issue with what's happening currently. So I'll just kind of talk about it for a second and break it down. But basically, the situation now, for some reason, people are still defending him. I guess they must be unaware, because the situation now is that he's 29 and he's still going after underage girls, which that's not okay. A 29 and 17, 29 and 16, 29 even 18 is weird. A 29-year-old dating anyone under the age of 20 is fucking strange. And, you know, I don't know. I think that's fucking weird. I guess there's people out there that think that's normal. I don't see what the fuck's wrong with you, but let's continue into this proof. So the actual, like, the factual information of this is, one, basically what he does is he gets his underage female fans and he just, like, talks to them and tries to, like, make sexual advances to them. So his ex-girlfriend, I guess at the time of me making this video, when they started dating, she was 17 and he was 28. So right there, like, are there actually people out there that think that's okay for a 28-year-old to be dating a 17-year-old? That's not okay. I don't know, you know, I guess he has his fans that are just so, like, delusional that they think that's okay, but that's not okay. Put yourself in that situation. If you had a daughter and she was 17 years old and you think it's okay for her to date a 28-year-old, do you really think that's okay? Like, who are these people that think that's okay? That's not okay, for one. And now I guess, you know, when they made it official, she was 18 and he was 29, which, even though that's legal, that's still fucking weird as fuck. Now, the second piece of proof, and this is what really really just kind of, if this video hadn't come out, I probably wouldn't have even made this video, but since I saw this video, I was like, yeah, I gotta make something now, because people are still defending this weird fucker. So basically, this girl was 16, and she made this video of how she, I guess Basher, he made a Snapchat, and he told all his fans to, add him on Snapchat. That's a normal thing people are doing nowadays, and he said, you'll send me snaps or whatever. And so she was 16, and he was 28 at the time, I guess. This was, I believe the date in the video was May of 2014, so almost a year ago. And she sent him a snap, and it was supposed to be just, just a selfie, like, oh, hey, I watch your videos, here's a selfie. And he sends her back the message, more pics. Or actually, let me quote it exactly correct. More, please, with a smiley face, referring to the fact that he wants more pictures. So right away, that's fucking weird that a 28-year-old man wants more pictures of a 16-year-old girl. That's not okay. And it continues or whatever, so I guess, he followed her on Twitter and then proceeded to DM her. I'm gonna read it exactly right, because I want to get the information correct. All these links will be in the description as well, so you can go look at it, but I want to get it exactly right. So he DM'd her. I'm not going to lie, it turned me on like crazy. Dead serious. Do you have a Skype? We can text better there. So for the people that are still defending this weird motherfucker, man, can you please see if there's any of you watching this video at this point, if there's someone who's still defending this weird freak, can you explain to me why you think it's acceptable for a 28-year-old man to DM a 16-year-old girl and say, I'm not going to lie, your pics turn me on? I would love to hear why in your sick fucking mind that you think that's acceptable, because at this point there's nothing, how can someone still be defending this weird fucker, man? Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand people hate Keemstar or whatever. I was kind of in that original situation. I was like, alright, yeah, Keemstar, he's just fucking making a big deal out of this. It's really not a big deal. But now that I'm seeing this, like, this fucker's, he's still at it. He's still doing this shit. Like, no, that's unacceptable behavior. The bottom line is, like, this dude's, like, actually, like, a predator. He's using his, position on YouTube. He has, a million subs or whatever, and he goes to, he actually has a chance to meet up with these girls, because, he goes to these Minecraft conventions and shit. Like, this isn't, like, just, like, harmless. Like, he actually sees his fans in real life and stuff. Like, this is not, like, safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not, like, okay. Like, I fail to understand how anyone can defend that sort of behavior. It's you can't defend that. You can't. And if you defend that, you're just probably a fucking freak yourself, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. There's something wrong with your brain to think that's okay. But I mean, just the last, to wrap it up, I mean, you guys should definitely watch this girl's video where she shows, like, the emails and shit, and then watch this dude's breakdown. I took, like, the clip of it in the beginning. He deleted it or whatever, but plenty of people have re-uploaded it. I'll link it down below. Like, you can just tell, like, he's not mentally all there. There's something missing. Like, a few chromosomes are missing or something, whatever the fuck's wrong with him. He's not okay in the head. And just complete biased personal opinion, he just gives me a creepy ass motherfucking vibe. Like, when I look at him, like, say someone told me, hey man, look at this video of this guy, he's a fucking pedophile, he got arrested the other day, and they were looking at him, he's a pedophile, right? And they showed me the video of this dude. I'd fucking believe it, man. He just gives me that creepy motherfucking vibe that there's something wrong with him. He just gives me that fucking, hey, you'll see him rolling up in the van, like, hey kids, want some fucking candy? Like, he gives me that fucking vibe. So, I don't know. Overall, you can make your own judgments, but the bottom line is he's 29 years old telling 16-year-old girls that their pics turn him on. So, if you defend that, I mean, I guess you're a sick freak as well. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Leave your opinions down below on the whole situation. At this point, I don't think there's any coming back. Like, at first, like, there was some doubt that, hey, maybe Keemstar is just blowing this out of proportion, but at this point, he's definitely not. There's definitely something wrong with this guy, and he's in a position where he can really, like, take advantage of people, and that's not okay. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day, and peace out.